Hi, everyone. Pastor Sam here. I wanted to share a devotional with you today I was thinking about. And it started out thinking about this. Um, do you realize how privileged you are? I know sometimes that word is used or misused, and we don't really always like using the word privilege, but we are. We're privileged. Many of us. I mean, even if you're watching this on a cell phone or a smartphone or a computer, I mean, that's a privilege to have those things and to have access to those things, right? Many of us can think back on our lives and look at many of the blessings and privileges we had. Maybe it's where we grew up. Maybe it's our family of origin. Maybe not a perfect family, but a loving family, right? Or maybe you had access to education. Maybe you were healthy. I mean, these are the things I think about for me. We didn't have a lot, but we had access to education and health, and I was healthy. I mean, I didn't have major health problems. I was successful in school and athletics and a lot of things growing up. I look back and I think I had a lot to take for granted. I didn't even know it. We look at our traveling or our jobs or our families we have now and we think, gosh, we are really fortunate. We are really privileged. We haven't earned these things. We don't deserve these things, but yet here they are. And I wonder, what are we doing with that? As brothers and sisters in Christ, if you're a Christian watching this, what do you do with the blessings or the privilege you've received in this life, especially if you're born here in this country, in the first world? We're very lucky. Today is December 13th when I'm recording this, and that is a traditional Christian feast day called Santa Lucia or Saint Lucy. It's celebrated in different traditions around the world. But very much in Scandinavia, which is where some of the roots of our denomination come from. And so some covenant churches still celebrate it, and we've even done it here at Grace. And it's a story of a young girl who basically gave all of her privilege away to help the poor, gave all of her standing and her wealth away to help the poor. So much so that she actually ended up giving her life because she was going against the church and just wanted to love and help others. She wanted to bring light to the darkest places of the world. And so on December 13th every year, the church traditionally, or different traditions, celebrate Santa Lucia, a day of bringing light to the darkest places of the world in the darkest time of year. And that's really what we're doing at Christmas too. Every year in Advent, we have this wonderful opportunity to remember maybe one of the greatest privileges we have been given, the greatest blessings we've been given, that Christ came and brought light to a very dark world, to a world that needed help, to a world that needed freedom, to you and to your life, to me and to my life, that needed healing and restoration and hope and joy and peace and all the things Christ brings. And I don't say these things to minimize any hurt or difficult circumstances you're in, because we all have them. But this Christmas season, let's pause and let's think, what have I been given? If you know the story of Christ, if you identify as a Christian, if you believe that through him you've been given freedom and you've been given restoration and healing, that's a pretty great privilege. Some people don't even know about it. Some people have never been told that they're loved, that they're accepted, that they're okay. And so, brothers and sisters in Christ, today, whenever you read this, or whenever you listen to this, think about that. Think of what you've been given. Think of the privilege you've been given. And I would challenge you, how are you leveraging that privilege? How are you leveraging those blessings to share and to give away? As Christ came at Christmas, bringing light to the world, how are you bringing light to the world around you? It's simple. Sometimes it's kindness, which is free, by the way. Sometimes it's prayer. Sometimes it's love and support. Sometimes it's giving gifts. I don't know what it is. But you've been blessed. And if you don't know it, and here you are listening to this, you don't know that you are blessed. You are. Because Christ came at Christmas to show us a better way to live, to show us a life of generosity and kindness and love. We've been given so much. We celebrated it in VBS last year over the summer, that the theme of VBS was to shine Jesus's light. And so as we get ready to celebrate Christmas now in less than 2 weeks, I hope and I pray that we would all shine Jesus's light, that we would celebrate the coming King at Advent, and we would share that light. We would leverage that gift we have been given to share it with others. Brothers and sisters in Christ, I hope you have a great day. I hope you find this encouraging, and I hope you take a moment today to stop and think of all you've been given, and that you look for ways to give that away. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and I hope to see you soon.